drone. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, she won't do anything. She will though. No, Techno!
What?
Yeah! Techno the canary. What they condition and alter the universe right here!
Lord knows you're crazy. I just massaged it this morning. No matter. Activate the mind control slides. It's time for Sonic Revolution 2023.
Well, yeah, welcome everybody. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. Yeah, so, you know what? I say we just jump right on to it. We have a little presentation for you. Just kind of running down exactly what we are as a film project, how we started, what the general gist is, and just kind of, getting to the core reason I think of why we're all here in the first place, and just kind of celebrating what this film is meant to do. A little on the fence right now. A little technical difficulties. Maybe work though. All right, so welcome to our panel here for our film, Sonic Villains. What exactly is Sonic Villains? Anyway, there's a lot of things I guess I could say, but I think first and foremost, I think it's best to just kind of give a visual. Some of you have seen this already on our floor, on our show floor, but for those who haven't, let's just bring our first ever fully animated teaser to you guys, just to give a little rundown. That was such a hassle just to kind of like go through the clips. We've just been animating I just been animating for a couple of months, and I was trying to think of okay, what's the best way to just properly show everyone this, we had done a little Q&A with our main cast, with our main villain cast for a little bit, but that was a while ago, so I think we needed something that was just quick, fun, and bombastic like that, just to give everyone an idea of what we're cooking here.
Yeah. I'm evil genius and I don't know how it all works.
I'm not an evil genius and I don't know how it works.
Three geniuses in the room. You know what it is? Alright, so what is Sonic Villains? It's essentially a 2D comedic action-adventure film. We started development I conceptualized the idea in 2017. It was I was thinking of a way to properly celebrate Sonic's 25th anniversary. This was the time of Forces and Mania were coming out, we were on their way out. And I just wanted to think, as a fan, I feel like I can do something as an animator and such. And I'm always looking for things to kind of boost my skills as an artist personally. So I figured maybe we could just make a small 3-minute music video type of thing. Sonic fighting bunch of villains from across the franchise. Seems simple enough, a bit much, but hey, that's the fun of it. I love this franchise to death, and I wanted to do something that encompassed everything for every fan. But my ideas kind of get really big really fast sometimes once I start thinking about stories. So eventually, it just sort of snowballed from there into a larger narrative of Sonic, having to face against all these villains from alternate dimensions. Because Eggman just basically had it. He's had it up to here. In order to disrupt the balance of his constant losses, it makes much sense to just break reality in itself. Let's see. But yeah, it's basically a giant love letter to the franchise and everything about it. That hopefully, I can make the, obviously I enjoy it, but also everyone else can too, because it's literally everything everywhere all at once. Another multiverse thing. How about that? And here's our poster. This was the first major graphic I put together, just to kind of show what exactly we were cooking with here. I think so.
Darn it. Sonic.exe is here.
But yeah, so as the story goes, after Sonic Forces, in our little narrative, Dr. Eggman uses the last of the Phantom Ruby, that mysterious gem that can alter realities and maybe even let you traverse through them. He goes into the Cosmic Interstate, which is the gateway between dimensions, and he recruits an army of villains from literally everywhere in this franchise. The comics, TV shows, you name it. I gave it the philosophy going in that our options were never zero here. This is a massive franchise with 30 plus years of history. Let's not leave any stone unturned. So through that, I asked the fandom, what kind of villains what are your favorite villains from across this franchise? And through that, I kind of gauged reactions and responses. Like, okay, this is the fan favorite one. This is the weird oddball one everybody likes, kinda. And just went from there. Now, the Phantom Ruby, wasn't that destroyed in Sonic Forces? I don't understand. Well, you may remember a little guy called Infinite. When he was defeated, he was kind of glitching out of reality a little bit here. It seemed like he was maybe on his way out the door. So what if Eggman maybe saved him? In a way. I feel like, he's a complicated guy. So, maybe he's a good guy. Maybe. It was well intentioned. Shout out to our voice of Infinite, Trev Zed. You'll also know from Adrenaline Dubs. He did an incredible job with that. The moment I heard it, I was like, okay, I have to storyboard this out just to see what it'll look like and what it'll feel like. That's how we got it. He's a doctor, he can do that. It was surgery. It's like ripping a Band-Aid. It's like a really embedded Band-Aid strapped to your chest and sucking the life out of you. Anyway, what do you think it's a toxic band. Let's just put it like that. So there we go. He goes around, recruits an army of villains. What is that army of villains? Okay, well, we've divided them up into a set of universes, or pocket dimensions, as it were. So, representing the Archie canon, we have Scourge the Hedgehog, Rosie the Rascal, the anti-Amy, and from SatAM, Ixis Naugus, the Sorcerer. So we wanted to kind of, it's all Archie, but given that Naugus was actually part of that universe, it felt like a nice way of representing both SatAM and Archie at the same time by having him there. Without being too terribly redundant, because there is also a wonderful fan project called Season 3, which is specifically geared towards being essentially a Season 3 of Sonic SatAM. Those guys are doing an incredible job, and I wish them the best of luck with everything. So moving on from that universe, we have Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Everyone's favorite Looney Tunes Sonic universe. We have, of course, the main three, Scratch, Grounder, and Coconuts. Scratch is voiced by our incredible Gaben AC. He sent a demo of just kind of his Scratch dialogue of a Scratch audition. He was talking real normal. He was like, hey, I'm Gaben, I'm gonna audition for Scratch for Sonic villains. And then, and that just blew me away. If you can do the laugh, that was it. That was it. That nailed it for me. So we cast him right then and there. So from Sonic X, we have Dark Oak. The giant alien sea dream, as they call themselves, and father to our dearly beloved Cosmo. Rest in pepperoni. Rest in peach trees. Get a tree jokes. He's pulled directly from within the middle of Season 3 of X. We have the thing about grabbing all these villains together is that it's a matter of finding out where to grab them in canon. Some of these shows ended, and we can just pick up right where the show ended, right then and there, or where the comic ended, and act like it just feels like a continuation. Other things we have to treat as though we're in the middle of. So in Sonic X, we're like right in the middle of Season 3, where Dark Oak gets captured and brought into Eggman's little gang. From the Boom universe, we have Boom's Shadow. He's a little more villainous than his canon counterpart, so it only felt like it made sense. It was an excuse to get a Shadow in here in some way, shape, or form, but also taking advantage of the fact that, the Shadow clearly just does not have any morals. Let's just kind of see where he's situated in this gang of other villains here. From Sonic Underground, of course, we have the bounty hunters Sleet and Dingo. And I am also the voice of both of them. Hello, everyone.
Could I say something to the audience too, Sleet?
Yes, Dingo, yes you can.
Hi, audience.
Yes, you're a wonderful, stupidly ignorant boob. Anyway, moving on. So they're captured right as the show ends. The show kind of ended unceremoniously, where it just seemed like robotic space just kind of exploded. So, okay, if he's finished, what did his bounty hunters do afterwards? They try to carry on his legacy and collect that bounty of capturing Sonic, Sonya, and Manic for themselves. Until Eggman Prime, of course, shows up and ruins that whole plan. And from the Sonic OVA universe, we have Sarah the Cat Girl? She wasn't exactly a villain. She was a bratty teenager, sure, but that's not inherently evil, right? So, something must have happened, maybe she can speak for herself. Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, you heard it there first. She's not mind controlled. She's not. She's totally fine. I guess. You know, take her word for it, I guess. That sounds good enough. Yeah, okay, Sarah, no, we don't need you to say it. Thank you. We understand. You are fine. We understand. Totally. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, we understood. And so obviously throughout all of this, we have, you know, our prime universe. We have the universe that started it all. Going into it, obviously, we gotta have good old Dr. Eggman, Warbot and Cubot, Infinite from Forces, of course, Metal Sonic, and another brainwashed, totally not mind-controlled Chaos. Totally not. Totally, no. They're fine. I don't know what you're talking about. See? You know, they're totally fine. There's no reason they should be lumped together. They're just having a little tea party. Totally. But obviously, we have some other interesting choices here. We have, from the universe of internet creepypasta, Sonic.exe. So, an interesting thing when it came to figuring him out, I wanted to find a way to canonize him. You know, obviously, the idea of a haunted Sonic video game cartridge doesn't necessarily apply to canon so much so. So for us, it was like, okay, if he was canon, how would he actually be integrated? So we figured it only made sense that he was a virus created by Eggman using Sonic's data that he's collected over the years to hack into any existing mainframe or computer device and kill his victims that way. You know, it seemed like it made sense. Okay, but how is he going to travel to and from these different devices? Sure, he's a virus, but can't be just contained to one computer, right? Enter the Tails doll. The Tails doll is